What's up, guys? It's your boy J-Mecha here, coming at you with our final thoughts of our Blue-Red Tempo deck. I liked it. It was good. I mean, this deck was never bad. Um, I like all the spells. I like Homunculus, obviously, my dude. Chimera's good. Cryptic Serpents are actually really good. They're really good in the post game, or the late game, rather. But they just become, like, really cheap threats, and you can back them up with, like, a memory lapse. Substantiate was actually pretty good. It was really good. Like I said, there's one match where the guy quit out really early, but he had a. I just played a bunch of remans basically. It was like memory lapse was reman. This it's kind of funny. Fire Ice was like okay, but I think you need this kind of effect. I think it's like just good enough. It's never, like I said, it's never dead. This is the right number of burn. I think I want to change this real quick. So I'm just gonna get less dual lands, less tap lands. I'll just add one extra of everything. Like I said, the deck's not very mana intensive, so you don't need this many. But like on the first turn, it's good enough. You know, Sideboard was pretty good. I like pretty much everything here. I don't need that many smelts, but it's just important enough to kill Scrabbling Claws, and it's the best thing. If I could find anything else for the sideboard, maybe like extra like protection spells for my creatures. I was thinking something like a Mizium Skin, or I think it's like Turnicide. Turnicide only deals with creatures, so like Mizium Scan at least like can overload and protect everything. That's what I was thinking about. But yeah, I think this is like a good lesson of thinking that like archetypes that do well are still going to do well if they're good. And I think it's a big thing that people do is where this format is so vast, right? Where you get an idea, it's like, oh, let's try it, and you try it, and it does well. It's like, oh, cool. And then get a new idea. It's like, oh, this is cool too. Let me try this. But you forget about that first idea that you had, and you move on to your second idea. So I think it's just good to have like when you have a lot of good ideas, you just keep them all, and then you get all these random ass decks. So I think you just should always like if your idea was already good to begin with, why not just cultivate that, make it the best idea versus kind of like splitting hair or what's the word, splitting your time into other decks and just instead of having like one really good deck, you just have a bunch of like mediocre decks. So yeah, I think it's a yeah, I think the archetype is good and there's a lot of good spells to support it. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next deck test.